Hello and welcome back again. Of course, I am Hawaiian Steve, and this is Blunt Review. Today we got a double feature for you because of the holiday season. We are going to discuss a classic and its newest installment. Of course, I'm talking about one of my top 5 horror films of all time, in no discernible order. Halloween, John Carpenter classic, phenomenal film. Recently, this last weekend, Friday, we got our final Halloween movie ever. Halloween Ends, and it was a doozy. So we're gonna talk about them both today, compare and contrast, see what's up. Let's get into it. Hawaiian Steve, Blunt Review. Oh, all right, all right. For those of you who don't know, if you have been sleeping under a rock, Halloween, um, great, great movie. Came out, I believe in the 70s. I believe it was late 70s. John Carpenter, phenomenal director. I love his movies. He created The Shape, which we all know now as Michael Myers, aka the Babysitter's Killer, aka the Boogeyman. And I just recently watched the original again with my wife. She had never seen it, so I had to introduce her, to the Halloweens. And I gotta say, watching that old one again, the original, took me back. It's such a classic for so many good reasons, and it really advanced the horror genre in everything that he did. Mike Myers may possibly be one of the scariest horror villains for me. You know, um, very scary. It's just very scary. The Shape, as it was known back then, um, had the emotionless mask, which actually was a William Shatner mask that they got and like painted white or something. But yeah, that's a William Shatner mask. Um, and then just the coveralls, and then the knife. It's something so scary because of the simplicity of it. Even for example, the way he walks when he's coming at you is very slow, and he's just walking towards you, and no matter how fast you run, you cannot get away from him. Um, and of course, this original movie uh, pretty much catapulted Jamie Lee into the major spotlight. She became the Scream Queen, the first final girl, the everything. Jamie Lee Curtis blew up with this role, and it's really, I don't want to say it defines her career because she's done a lot of great things. I will not take anything away from Jamie Lee. True Lies, shout out True Lies, but it really did at the time. It did define her career. It defined her life. It was this. She was that girl, and she came back for Halloween 2, which we also watched, which was great. And then and then she went on to do a bunch of other things, Prom Night, and all that. And of course, her mom, following in her mom's footsteps. Her mother was um the girl victim, the female victim in Psycho. I cannot remember the character's name, but that was her mom. So it's cool. She's picking up the mantle and running with it. And Jamie Lee she's phenomenal. She's done so many cool things. We got to see her come back for the Halloween 20 years later. I remember when that shit came out, I loved it. It was that age, God, that was like almost 20 years ago now, because now this new trilogy takes place right after the first Halloween movie. It negates all other sequels and remakes, takes place 40 years later after that first one. is when this new trilogy takes hold. And we get Halloween, we get Halloween Kills, very gruesome. And then we get Halloween Ends. Me and the wife literally just finished this movie. And I gotta say, I'm disappointed, to say the least. Um, was not what I expected at all. I felt like they were reaching. Like the writing was kind of lazy. Um, it insists upon itself, and I just was not a fan. But let's get into how we love the first one. I mean, like I said, just Mike Myers himself being the slow stalker that is just coming at you, and he doesn't stop. He never fucking stops. And I mean, we've got countless sequels. So Michael Myers never fucking dies. You stab him, you shoot him, you burn him, you fucking throw him off a building. He's gonna come back. He comes back every time. And in the original, there's just so much to that classic that defined the genre, that catapulted everything forward for the whole horror genre. And so many flowers to be given to that original. um I love it. That closet scene it was truly a scary movie too. You felt it was a lot of it was very unnerving. The music, when we first got introduced to the music of Halloween, was very unnerving, very unsettling, and it made your skin crawl, and tingle. And Jamie Lee Curtis did a great job of like playing off of all of those things, all of those like unsettling nuances that Mike Myers did, or that Carpenter was doing with as he was filming, or the direction that he gave her, because he knew in his vision what he wanted. And I mean, John Carpenter is a fucking legend. There will never be another one like him. He has been a pivotal director in my personal cinematic history, my love of cinema. He's he's a legend. He's a legend. And his first movie, or the first Halloween, did not disappoint whatsoever. It's jumped everything forward. So for the first Halloween, I can't give it any less than 5 blunts. 5 fucking blunts for Halloween. It was phenomenal, and it will always be a classic. That movie will go down in history. Everyone will know Halloween. As far as Halloween Ends, though, I wish I could say the same, but I can't, so I won't. Halloween Ends goes too far. We see Laurie Strode come back for this trilogy. Jamie Lee Curtis came back for this trilogy. It was written by David Gordon Green and Danny McBride. The first one I was so psyched for, and I liked it. I thought it was cool. The second one was brutal, but still good. And so I was really expecting some good things out of this last one. And I know they're like, Halloween ends. It ends tonight. Like, how do you kill Michael Myers? How do you do this? And hashtag spoilers for anybody who hasn't seen it yet. Don't watch the rest of this video, but be sure to give me a thumbs up. But anyways, this one was just stretching hard. The whole supernatural. I mean, obviously, there's something supernatural about Michael Myers. He never dies. But that's where it ends. That's where the buck stops. And not with this new chapter. It almost felt like when he grabbed this kid, Corey, through the fucking wall, like, he was like, they were like seeing eye to eye, and Mike Myers was seeing this guy's history and his twisted history and how he might be evil or have a proclivity to be influenced by evil. And it's almost like a psychic connection kind of thing. And I wasn't feeling that. I was not feeling that at all. The wife called it, and I was like, nah, they're not going to take it there. And they did. They took it there. It was almost like, and he had to kill to get his strength back. Like Freddy needed kids to be scared of him to invade their dreams again. I get that. He's a dream fucking invader. So it's already there. It's not here. And you guys are pushing something that doesn't go together. I did not like seeing Mike Myers in that tunnel when he lured the cop in there and he's struggling to stab him and stand up. And I don't want to see Mike Myers like that. Mike Myers ain't a weak ass bitch. Mike Myers is the goddamn boogeyman. He's the devil. And then as he keeps stabbing this dude, he's like getting stronger, like it's giving him power. Man. Anyway, you got this fucking twisted kid, Corey, who killed a little kid when he was babysitting him. Now the whole time, and why didn't anybody move out of this town, out of Haddonfield? Nobody fucking leaves. All these people have been tormented for years, and everybody still fucking lives there like there's no other place to live in the world. Jamie Lee Curtis is trying to live a normal life, even though that she knows Michael ain't dead. He killed her daughter at the end of the last one, and it's been 4 years, and they're just trying to move on with their lives, even though they know he's not dead. And so what? This dude's been hiding in the goddamn sewers for 4 years? Eating rats? Anyways, you got this one dude who's getting tormented by the town. And I guess Michael sees that in him and sees like I said, that he is, prone to evil doings. I don't know. He grabs him by the throat. They have this little exchange, and then all of a sudden this kid's evil. Goes around killing everybody that's been tormenting him in this town. And boy, does he. Oof. Some of them deaths were fucking brutal. The radio DJ, obviously, yeah, cut his tongue off, right? Because he's a fucking talker. I really didn't think they were going to show it. Scissors and all. And then you got his fucking tongue going around the record on the turntable. Come on. Woo. Or the fucking... what about this? Typical movies, the high school kids with the Letterman jackets are like what? Basketball players, right? Football players. And they're bullies. Nobody likes them kids. But in Halloween, we have the marching band as the bullies. The fucking marching band. The head bully is like plays the trumpet or some shit and has a Letterman jacket. I just thought that was funny. But damn, man, did he kill them fucking kids? Fucking drumstick through the eye. Other girl gets her fucking head pretty much decapitated. Other girl gets run over under a fence. But man, that head bully with the Letterman jacket, I didn't see that coming. The fucking blowtorch in the mouth. Shit was brutal, son. Shit was brutal. This guy Corey don't fuck around. He's a brutal motherfucker. But anyways, so he goes around. He's got the power of Mike Myers, I guess, and he's killing all these people that done him wrong in this town. And then he finally goes to Lori to finish the job, and he kills himself as to turn away her granddaughter from her. I thought that was kind of dumb as well. But okay, it ain't over though, because Mike Myers, he's still there, and he's strong because, he's been killing, so he's got his strength back. So time to kill Lori once and for all, right? Wrong. Woo! She fucks him up. She fucking knives him to a table. She fucking breaks his leg, breaks his arm. Oh, man. Slits his throat. He's bleeding everywhere, but still, with his hand on the table, he rips it off, and now his hand is like in half, right up the middle, right? And he's choking her. And she's like, do it, because he thinks she's going to die now. Now they're both going to be dead and it's going to be over. But no, granddaughter comes in, saves her, breaks his fucking arm on the table, and then Jamie Lee delivers the final blow right up the wrist, and he bleeds out. She does take off his mask as well, and we do get to kind of see the face of this old, burnt up, deformed looking face, I thought that was kind of cool that they showed just enough where you see all the damage of all these movies of his final ends. And But that's not enough. That is not enough for Haddonfield. He's slit. He's bleeding out. It's not enough. He's not dead enough, right? So what do? They have this long procession. The whole fucking town drives and he's on the hood of the car, drives him down to a junkyard and puts him into a fucking metal grinder. Whew. Mike Myers is dead. He's dead. Legacy will never die, but he's dead. Only way he's coming back is if we get a remake, and I am not going to put that out of the realm of possibilities. But like I said, the whole supernatural thing, it was reaching, and it was reaching hard. Because I feel like this movie was very hastily and lazily written, I got to give it one blunt. And I'm sorry, that is a far drop from the very first original, but one blunt for Halloween Ends. It was dumb. Like overall, I could just say it was just dumb. It was simple and dumb. It was simple but convoluted at the same time. They were trying to do something else that just didn't fit in this type of movie. Not what we are to expect from Michael Myers or Halloween. It didn't do it for me. One blunt for Halloween Ends, 5 for OG Halloween. That's going to do it for me. I am Hawaiian Steve. This has been Blunt Review. And until next time, ladies and gents, keep pressing the buttons, keep giving the thumbs up and whatnot. I appreciate it. And, if you want me to do something else, just let me know. I'm here. Till next time.